Well, we are excited to have you on today. Our guest today is Danny Kortchmar. He is a five-time Grammy-nominated guitarist, singer, songwriter, and producer. We'll be discussing his new single, Skin in the Game, and his album and documentary, Immediate Family. Danny, thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure.
So, who are the members of the Immediate Family?
Well, the immediate family is Waddy Wachtel, myself, Russ Kunkel, Lee Clark, and Steve Postel.
So I understand that, shoot, we might not know the names off the top of our head, but we have definitely heard you guys over the last generation or two of music.
Yeah, oh yeah. Between all of us, we play with just about everybody, and done a ton of sessions and tours and everything else. So we play with an awful lot of people. We're very proud to have done.
Oh, definitely. I was going to say, I'm not going to ask you that trite question of who was your favorite, because you've had so many great experiences over the years. It would probably be hard picking a favorite, kind of like it when you ask somebody who's your favorite kid.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, yeah, I can't say it's my favorite. I had such a great time playing with all these people that it's impossible to pick anyone out.
So where is the best place to watch Immediate Family?
Well, we have a movie that was made, a documentary that was made about it called Immediate Family, and certainly that will tell all our stories. And then, of course, we're going to start doing gigs. You got to remember, the guys in the band are some of the most in-demand musicians in the world, and so we have to work around things in order to make it work, in order to play live.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I can imagine with their already demanding schedule, trying to come up with a tour has got to be quite challenging.
Right, exactly right.
So with the documentary though, where's the best place to watch it? Is it going to be released on a Netflix or a Max or something like
Yeah.
that, or at the theater?
Well, it did a theatrical run, a very short theatrical run, and then it went over to video on demand, and it's going to end up on Hulu, and so it'll be available to be viewed. But you can see it on YouTube, and it's around, because of it being a video on demand, it's available.
Oh, nice. Okay, so there's several options. That's always good. I was going to say our listeners
Right.
love options.
Right.
I enjoy I enjoyed your new single, Skin in the Game, how it emphasized the importance of putting all, that you have into all in your endeavors. And unfortunately, not enough people have that passion and commitment today. Have you always had that passion and commitment, or has that grown over time?
Well, I say it's never been something anyone thought about that much. So delighted, thrilled in the very late '60s, early '70s when we started getting gigs with James and Carol, etc. We were just so thrilled to be working with these brilliant people that it never occurred to us to it never occurred to us to pat each other on the back. So, oh, look how great we're too busy working and creating music.
Awesome.
I don't know if that answers your question.
It's all good. I was going to say, shoot. So it sounds like you've always been more passionate about the music than you have about the rewards of the music. It's more about the process. It's more about creating something that's going to last. And it sounds like you guys have certainly done that.
Yeah, the most fun of these projects is actually being in the studio with your buddies and making music. That is by far the most fun part, making records. And the rest of it's out of your control. And it's up to the record company or the label or whatever the situation is.
So when you're not with immediate family, do you have any other dates that you've got planned to tour? Do you have any, bands or artists that you're currently working with?
Well, I'm just putting most of my energy into the immediate family to have a new album and documentary. That's my currently what I'm doing. I spent a lot of time doing sessions. I'm not really thrilled at the idea of session time. So I like the idea of being in a band. I'm a songwriter, so being in a band and having an ability to write songs, an outlet for my songs, has become the most important thing for sure.
The video, Skin in the Game, was it as much fun to make as it looked? Because it looked like you guys were having such a great time because of your strong connection.
Uh, yeah, the video is out of largely outtakes and shots from the movie, and brilliantly put together by our editor. But the fact is, in the making of the movie, we're having fun. We do have fun. It's great. We love each other, and it's an amazing experience at this point in our lives to be in a band
Uh,
with each other. It's quite a thing.
any fun stories behind the making that you can share with us?
The whole thing was fun. We did the session at we did our stuff over at Jack Brown studio, and Jack would pop in. He's our dear pal. He would pop in, but basically it was work. There's a lot of laughter and fun, jokes, kidding around, screwing around in the studio because we're all jokesters. But there's no specific stories I can pick them up.
Do you have
Just to say that it was fun.
Oh, well, that's great to hear. Yeah, I was gonna say it looks so much fun. The highlights or the music video, it definitely looked like you can tell like when you call it immediate family, it definitely looks like you guys have spent so much time together over the years that you have got that bond, that commitment to each other, that like family. That's awesome.
Well, that's exactly right. And also, when you play together, when you play with musicians for that long, as we have together, we can really read each other's minds. It's a wonderful telepathy that happens. And so there's not a lot of discussions about how an arrangement's going to go because everybody knows what to do, and they do it.
That is awesome. So with that, what are some of the other songs on the album?
Let me see if I can remember. There's a song called Party at the Graveyard. Pretty good thing. There's a whole lot of rock and roll. Walking Road, good. But it varies. Some of it is straight ahead rock and roll. Some is a little more interesting. In terms of the songwriting, there's Catch You on the Other Side is on there. Uh, I'm pretty much very pleased with all the tracks on that album. 14 tracks on it. I think they're all really, really good.
I understand that there were several contributors in the way of songwriting. I understand you played a big part of it, but there were other folks as well.
Um, I did some co-writing with uh, a fellow named Preston Sturgeon. He writes under the name P.T. Sturgeon, and he has sent me lyrics, and they've turned into songs. So he's one of the guys I like to collaborate with. And there's also Stan Lynch. I've written several songs with Stan. Stan is the original drummer of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and a dear, dear pal. Very, very, very good lyricist songwriter. So he's in there too. And then I've written, I co-write with Waddy and Russell. So all of us kind of, everyone in the band kind of co-write each other too.
Awesome. That's great to hear that everyone gets an opportunity to have some input on the music. And like you said, with the talent that you have there, with the experience you have there, it only makes sense that you'd want to incorporate their background and incorporate their experiences.
Right. Well, of course, you're right.
So, Danny, it has been a pleasure having you on the show. I'm excited about going to see Immediate Family, the documentary. Like I said, I really enjoyed the single Skin in the Game, and I look forward to hearing the rest of the album, which will also be titled Immediate Family. Where on social media, where on the web, where can we find out more about you and Immediate Family?
Well, pretty much everywhere. We've got our own website. We're on all media platforms, and this announcement's made on all of the platforms.
Awesome.
So, not too hard to find.
That, that's great to hear. It has been a pleasure having you on the show, and we wish you the best of luck.
Great. Thank you.
That was our guest today, Danny Kortchmar. We are excited. We were excited to have him on. He is a five-time Grammy-nominated guitarist, singer, songwriter, and producer. And we discussed his new single, Skin in the Game. We discussed a little bit about his album, Immediate Family, which also has a documentary titled the same name. So that was a pleasure speaking with him and learning some of the insights into that.